Good afternoon and welcome back to Haut Beyleron here in France. We're on episode number 3 and I'm Chad from CBW Farms. And if you're new to the series, I welcome you in and encourage you to watch the first 2 episodes. They were a little bit shorter than what I normally do, but yeah, I'm glad that you're here with me anyway. And yeah, our greenhouse isn't really doing much yet, but we're only a few hours into this game save. If you remember from last time, we had $249,000, and now we are down to about 104,000. So let's hop in our Massey and find out where Chad spent all that money. I still really need to redo my driveway there, going up to the garage. It's a little rough. Excuse me. And a little bump there too. Need a little more gravel to fill in there. As I was saying in the last episode, I really wanted to buy this sunflower field. Well, that's not what I bought. I wanted to, but it was like $247,000 or something like that. Whoa, little guy. He did slow down for me, though. He saw me coming, apparently. Anyhow, we'll head up the hill here. Put the mighty old Massey to work here with nothing behind it, and quite the climb. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. There, I knew I could. So instead, this is the plot of land that we purchased. I wanted to have one arable field, at least to start this series off. I mean, I didn't want a huge one, but something to kind of start with. Let's hop out of the tractor here. You can see we have sorghum growing. Well, I didn't put it here because if I had it here, the plowing would have been done. But otherwise, it doesn't need lime, and it's fully fertilized, so that's a good start. So we have our first official plot of land for farming, besides our olive field and our little grass field there. So yeah, it's not a huge field, but it'll work for now. Let's head back down the hill. And that did not take all the money. I believe that was $100 and some thousand though, like 120 maybe. So I didn't spend a bunch more than that, but I spent a little bit more. And we're heading to the shop right now, but you can tell I'm heading back towards the farm first. What are you doing there, buddy? You're turning. Because if we would take the roads going the other direction that were right beside us there to get to the shop, we would have had to go way around all those hills. A lot of traffic today. France is busy in the afternoon, apparently. But no, we'll head down to the shop here. And that's the way I know the best, too. Because there's going to be a little bump right here. Whee! There we go. And yeah, like I said, we made a few small purchases. I still need a harvester yet. We may have to lease one first. I'm not sure. It isn't going to be a big one by any means, but we do have some modded harvesters now. We do have a class that came out right after the game released. So I really haven't even looked at that one yet to see what the price of it is or anything like that. So that would be a good option. And yesterday, from the day that I'm recording this, today is Tuesday, the 7th of December. Yeah, yesterday we received our New Holland TX32 from the FS19 game, basically. And I believe that one was $55,000 when I looked when I downloaded it. But here we are at the store. We didn't get much, but a new piece of equipment that did come out today is this. We got the Kverneland Exacta EL. There is a bigger one that came out also, but I don't need bigger right now because I'm a small-time farmer. So we got this Kverneland Exacta XL, And I also purchased, well, this is a base game subsoiler, being we have a tractor that can pull this, apparently. I don't know if we might have to upgrade our Massey. Maybe we'll do that while we're here. It's just a 3-meter plow. It ain't very big. Let's get some more ponies in this baby. I didn't want to spend this kind of money right away. I wanted to grow up to it, but we need some more horsepower. Well, let's go in here. First of all, we'll repair $345, and all we did was mowed with it, basically. Oh, $313 it says here. It would cost me $4,500 to repaint this tractor that's basically brand new. I can't believe it. I think Giants may need to tweak that just a little bit. It shouldn't even have a scratch on the paint yet. All right, we got a Trelleborg, we got our wheel weights, standard design. Oh, okay, the front loader that added the panoramic roof roof on it. Yeah, we got the 3-point attacher. We can get a loader for this, which we may end up doing down the road. But let's go here. 145 horse. It's a few more horses than I wanted, but with the hills that we have on this map, we're gonna have to have something there, I guess. And let's change that, because I don't think I had a license plate on here. Or I don't. Let's see. Do we want a license plate? No plate. There you go. Whoa, I forgot that I'm still customizing it. Ah, rebel. Go back to Trelleborg. Wheel weights. Okay. Total price is $20,000 for what we did there. That was just the motor. Okay, I was just making sure that nothing else kind of got changed in here. So, yeah, yeehaw. Now we're down to $83,000. Oh, Iron Man Rick, you make a lot of money off me, and you're about to make a little bit more. Rebel. Let's go over here to weights. And what should we get? Massey Ferguson is an Agco brand, so Agco would fit with it. And Wrinkle, yeah, 1100 might be a little big. We just got the John Deere slice weight. I don't know what that would look like. How many kilograms? 760, 1010 is a little much. 760, let's see with the main color. Oh, Massey Ferguson. Whoa, that's bright. And let's go down to design color. Light gray, dark gray, onyx black, jet black. They used to have Agco on here as a color on FS19. Boy, that's bright. That's $2,000. Hochi mama. I'm not going to spend that much on that weight. Let's go back to an Agco like the tractor is. I was hoping to find like a 900 kilogram weight. Would have floated my boat really well. Do a cloth weight on there. 900 kilograms for $950. Well, before I think about it anymore, let's just get that. I'm not going to tell anybody if you don't tell anybody. All right. Excuse me. Let's get our weight put on. And 145 horsepower should pull that subsoiler. I believe it was looking for 120 horse. I believe this one takes. It doesn't raise very far off the ground, but I guess it probably wouldn't anyway, because it goes deep into the ground. So we'll head back up to our farm and drop him off. I mean, we could have subsoiled with our little one, which is about 2 meters. That's for our vineyard. I had thought about doing that, and I'm like, you guys ain't going to want to watch that, and I ain't going to want to do that. So I kind of just forgot about doing that. And plus, I haven't decided if we're going to keep grass right by our farm there. I think I may, for when we get more money, we'll probably buy more olive branches, trees, bushes, whatever they are. But I want to see kind of what the production cost also for the olive oil plant. You know, I want to save some money for that to see. It looked like olive oil brought like $4,000 per 1,000 liters, which is pretty good money. But I don't know how much of it's produced off of a liter of olives. You know how what the exchange kind of is on that, I guess, and how slow of a process that it is. But before I get to that point, if any of you have tried olive oil, let me know down in the comments. So I kind of know what to think about here, if it's just worth just selling the darn things or if I should go ahead and get the production part of it. Where can I put this little guy? That's where my roller belongs there, but I think I can squeeze him in beside the other one. Back him up there. Now, we'll head back down and we'll go grab our fertilizer spreader. And that modded fertilizer spreader, we'll look at that in the store too once when we get down there again, and I'll show you what we got. But that fertilizer spreader does spread both fertilizer and lime, so it was nice to see that come into game. Otherwise, all we had was the Breedles, which were, I think the cheapest one was 40 some $1,000, and it was kind of big. So being a small time farmer like us, we would have had to lease one, and, you know, just to do lime every once in a while, it wouldn't have been worth owning one. But I believe this one that I got was this Convertible, I think was around 21,000. And I should have probably maybe went with euros or something like that instead of dollars, but that's what Chad knows is dollars, so that's what we're going to keep it as. No, like I said, it is a pretty map the Giants put out here anyway, and I've been having a fun time on here, and I've spent a lot more time on this one than I have on Elm Creek so far. Is this my corner? No, I think I got to go a little more. No, I don't. I keep confusing these where the bridge is by the right by the road there. They look kind of the same as what it did like a block back there. No, I did take the wrong corner. Yeah, I'm way down there. I should have went with my gut instinct. If you guys watch Rabid Rob's videos, he put out a couple episodes on Haut Beyleron also, and uh, he arrived in France and he was driving his pickup truck. And he just did the same exact thing that I did. He was trying to go to the store, and he turned about one block too early, too. So I have no excuse. I've been playing this map for probably 20, 30 hours already. I should know better. Alrighty then. Let's look at this in the store before I forget to do that. There's fertilizer spreaders. Here's our in-games. Yeah, 45,000 for the small one that does lime. Yeah, and 78 for the big one, and it's hard to pull. Then we got this one today, this Amazon ZGB 6001 for 21,700, which is not a bad price. But let's go into here. Trelleborg, we got wide 2, wide 3, wide 4, and standard. We got Michelin. We got a nice wide chunky boy and a wider chunky boy yet, and even a bigger boy. That's kind of a cool looking one. And we got Trelleborg. Those are the only two kinds that we have. And I have not yet figured out what this design does. If it has some, maybe it has something to do with it. No, it has nothing to do with the cover. Maybe it's the way the cover opens. But no, I was looking at this earlier, and I haven't watched any videos on it yet either. But no, this was released today, and will do fertilizer and lime, 6,000 liters. That's not a bad option, other than I can't get narrow tires on this. Because I use crop destruction, but not. I always have mine done way ahead of time anyway. And we also received this Breedle, a cheaper version of the Breedle. And this one's actually a little bigger size, 42 meters, 12 miles an hour, fertilizer and lime. And I haven't even looked at configurations on this, but it's always 4,000 liters. And I don't know if any, I haven't looked yet to see if these are adjustable at all too or not. You almost don't know it until you buy it. But let's change the main color. We can go silver or red, which that looks pretty nice too. It looks just like the pull behind ones. So this wasn't a too bad of a price, but I thought for right now we don't quite need to spend that kind of money. I don't know. I might end up going back to it. Who knows? And this is the one we got, the Governland Exacta XL, which was also part of the Governland Vicon pack that we received in FS19. So if we look at this, 700 liters is how it comes standard. And you can make it 1,000 liters. So I believe that's what I did. You can put a cover on it if you want. I went without the cover because I wanted to save $500. And this one you can change the main color, but the main color only changes the extension. So that's all you can change on here, but 1,000 liters, 42 meters like what the other one was, and 12 miles an hour, and 16,500 for this. So that was kind of a no-brainer for us right now. We're not too far away from the farm where we have the 82 Studio Buy Anything mod. I don't know how much we'll use that, or maybe we'll go and buy pallets. I haven't decided yet. You know, put them in our tipper. We can, you know, I'll see what's cheaper here too, I guess. Oh yes, awesome. We can control the width on this one also. If you look at the bottom of the top left-hand side of the screen there, it says partial width. So no, that's good to know that we don't need to spread that 42 meters because if we, I don't know if lime would spread that far anyway, but man, oh man, we'd sure go through a lot of it in a hurry. Look out, deer. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's with all the deer here? Here, there, everywhere. Last episode, they kind of did that to us too, right beside our own shed. So yeah, we got some new equipment purchased and getting it hauled home anyway. We don't really need it right now. We could maybe fertilize our grass, excuse me, but I will wait until September to see if we can roll that. I don't think it'll grow too tall in that time, but for some reason, if you watched the last episode, we couldn't do what was supposed to be done on grass like this right here. I mean, you can see it actually looks kind of dark anyway. We're at 50% fertilized, which is what happens when you cut it, which is pretty normal anyway. I'm going to show you here that we ain't got nothing in here. Oh, we can put lime or solid fertilizer in there. Cool, that's good to know. We have none in there. But let's go over here a minute. Let's kind of see what some of that costs. Wheat, barley, la 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 la. There was the lime. There's you can only put one product in there at a time. Remember, we have wheat in there right now for chicken feed, which ain't the end of the world. We can take the weed out of here and we can put it in our silo. You know what we bought. We didn't buy a lot of it. The only reason I put it here is because it was close to the chickens. But no, that's nice to know that yeah, we can only put one product in at a time. And thank goodness we got the multi-fruit silo that if we do buy some fertilizer, we can haul that over here with our tipper as well and put that in the silo. Then we can just come over with the fertilizer spreader and grab it out of there when we need it. Let's put him in the shed because we don't need him for now. So as you can see, we are slowly expanding here. Where shall I put you? I don't want to run into my subsoiler there. I'll put him right there. Alrighty. So we're waiting on lettuce, we're waiting on chickens, we're waiting on eggs. I hear the traffic going by. So what to do next? Well, I think we'll put our tractor away in case our weather changes on us, which it probably will. And we're going to call it an early day today. Why? Because we can. We're farmers. We don't need to work. August is a slow time of the year. Just getting machinery ready for harvest. All right. Again, what we can do in this game. And before we do that, I'm going to save the game. Okay. There we go. And let's sleep. We'll sleep until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. How early can we get up? Ooh, we can get up at 5 a.m. if we wanted to. There's not going to be a lot to do tomorrow during the day either. Let's just sleep till 9. Watch the clouds go by. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, no, close my eyes, go to sleep. Oh, something costed us a bunch of money the way it sounds. I heard a ding go on there. Loan interest. I forgot we have that loan too, don't we? We got some property maintenance and that on there. But it's a new day. It's a September morning. So the next thing to look at here is what is going on with this. Um, has anybody ever had this before? It says grass and it's growing. Huh. Everything in the field that we cut went back to a dirt state. And I remember somebody mentioning that about this will give you a month closer to what you need. That's interesting. Let's check our chickens while we're... Hey, you got a chicken out. We got some eggs, though. We still have 15 chickens and 681 liters of feed yet. Their health is perfect. 108 eggs is what we got so far. So we got something for breakfast. We got a couple pallets of lettuce going here. We can throw them on our trailer. We'll do that right now. I think we can lift these up. Ah, yeah. I'm not going to let him build like I did on our Let's Play. Turn him a little bit. Boom. There we go. I'll try to be a little more square with this one. So yeah, this is what you can do with these pallets. You can lift them by hand. I don't know about like the sugar and the flour. They might be too heavy too. Ooh, I don't want to tip it that way. I want to tip them down. Boom. How close are we there? Well, I can go a little bit further on there. There we go. Don't have it real centered, but just don't take the corner fast. But let's check our greenhouse while we're here. We got 88, 92 liters of water yet. So in 1 month, we didn't use a lot. So that chore is done for the day. Now let's go back. I wonder. Let's try this little guy once. We may be sadly disappointed in this. It takes him a while to warm up. I've been pushing. There we go. I was going to say I was pushing on the throttle to reverse. And whoa, that was close. And here we go. Let's see if he can pull the roller. I wouldn't think it would take much, but maybe they pull harder than I think. Now, is this doing anything for us? I don't know why I push X for field roller when it's not doing anything. Huh. This is strange. I'm not too hepped up on the idea of this roller deal yet. And why our grass went black like this. Maybe it's something to do with that it was planted as a meadow. You can see I did a little test spot right there of something when I was landscaping, but That ain't gonna hurt. Maybe that's what happens when you paint on meadow. So maybe I was wrong what I told everybody. See, now let's watch this if I drive over this grass with this roller. Huh. And it's supposed to crunch that all too, but it didn't. I don't know if that's because it's not on a field. I don't know. Well, well, well. Well, Farm Dog Jim came up here. My wife just left for a EMS meeting. Okay, well, there's that job for the day that we don't have to worry about either, I guess. Now, we're going to see what this is like. Oop, he's way over there. See if we can pull the mulcher with it. We got to take care of our orchard, too. Remember, I said our orchard is 100% fertilized. So we need to mulch it, and we need to subsoil it. But so far I've been wrong on the grass stuff, so I'm probably wrong on this too. But this little guy can pull it or not, but turn on insufficient engine power. Ah, man. Well, I guess we get to try out our Landini. We have not used that yet on this series, so I thought that would be kind of a fun little job for it. I figured it probably couldn't pull the subsoiler. Yeah, 25 horse or whatever this thing's got, 35. All right, Landini time. Nothing wrong with that. It's nice to know, though. See, like I said, you guys are learning this stuff with me. Well, a lot of you probably knew about it already that it wouldn't. But... And I know we could probably subsoil and mulch at the same time, put the mulcher in the front. But this is just the kind of guy that I am. Whoa. I wanted to be close to my trees, not in the trees. All right, I don't know how close we have to be here, but put him down. I know this better have enough power. Is it doing anything? Oh, I believe it is. It just didn't look like it. Lift him up here. There, we've mulched around our first olive trees. So if y'all are wondering what to do, if you plant olives or grapes, if you haven't done it yet, I assume I'm mulching, but maybe I'm not. I don't know. We'll go into the menu here in a second. I better get a little wider strip done. All right. Come on, baby. I don't know if we'll be able to focus down far enough to see if it's done anything. I'm assuming it has. Like I said, because this is all that Farm Sim Snowy did. He only waited 1 month, and then he was able to mulch his grass in between his olive and his grape trees. Okay, let's go into the menu. Let's go up here. Let's go up one more. Where am I at? I am field 17, right there. Soil composition needs. Okay, it doesn't even say that it needs plowing. Bum 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 bum. Hotspots, crop types, crop type, growth. Okay, it is doing something there. For some reason, you can see that the growing went down there. just a little different stage. But look at our grass. Our grass has got nothing. I don't know if that meadow is just a one-time deal. We'll go another month with that, and we'll see if we have to reseed it. Or seed it, I should say. Some of the small equipment is so hard to see what's actually going on with it. Yeah, it looks like it's darker grass there. Like I say, so I'm not sure. I think we're supposed to subsoil, but we're going to do it anyway. We don't need to spray. We don't have weeds turned on, and we don't need to spray any fertilizer on there because we are fully fertilized. Farm dog Jim is making his voice heard. I don't know what he's barking at, but he's downstairs barking. I don't know if you can hear him or not, but like I say, I'm assuming that this is working. Like I said, it did look like it was doing a different growth stage, because if you watch this, it will knock down that grass. And again, this could be something different too, that I placed a meadow down here first to get rid of the corn that was there. But I think, no, once I did that though, the olive bushes here kind of put their own grass texture around them when I planted them in. I mean, there's something coming off of the back of that mulcher. All right. So yeah, this is basically planting them at stage one. Wait a month or a game day or whatever you want to call it in FS22 here. And then go ahead and mulch it. And in between there, you can fertilize it. Like I said, the land that we happen to purchase happened to be fertilized though. And as far as I know, you're just supposed to get as close to these trees as possible with the mulcher. I don't know how close is too close. Like I say, you and I, we're in this together. So like I say, if whatever you guys have tried with this, you can kind of let me know that in the comments below as well. What works and what don't work. And I can see the difference there, I guess. You see how I gave us a nice little headland of gravel there? What do you think of that deal? We're just doing what we can to make a crop here. Because we need money. I don't want to be paying $1,500 a month in interest. That seems kind of steep. Hoochie mama. Like our friend Jelsa would say. All right. Olive to farm. I think we came up with our title. We are just about done with this. If I could remember where I just was. Right there. I need to get a little closer though. I think this mulching, I would assume it's like the mulching for the arable crops, that it gives you a 5% increase. I'm not sure if that's all that this is doing, or if this is something that is absolutely required. Okay. But at least we get to spend some time in our Landini. What does that look like in cab? That's nice and quiet in the cab, though. This ain't such a bad little job to do. We're not big-time farmers here yet, though. I don't know if we ever will be on this map, but we're just going to have fun and do what we can. I apologize, there's not much of a storyline here or anything for anybody, but like I said, our storyline is here. We're learning how to farm in France on FS22. One more pass, then we can hook up our subsoiler. And I forgot to check our growth on our sorghum, how that's coming. I don't know if that's due to be harvested in September already, or like I said, I haven't used sorghum before, so I can definitely tell it's doing something here. But I need to stay closer to those trees. I hope that's not hurting anything that I get too far away from them. Okay. Suppose I could have shut that off. Whoa. I don't know why the dogs are running all around the room here, but they are. Hook him. And we need our tiny little subsoiler. Not our other tiny little subsoiler, our tiny, tiny one. I'm in the wrong door. So much for the disable camera collision, vehicle camera collision. I know it's got to be this way somewhere. Well, lucky it's small. We can move it by hand. Ish. Okay. Let's find out if we can do our final state of what has to be done with olives, as far as I have learned. Come down. Kind of had a little bit of lag there. Like I said, I don't know if this needs to be done since the ground is in a plowed state. But whoa. I'm a little too close to my tree there. Like I said, this should be the last thing we have to do before harvest. I'm not sure how long, I can't remember how long it takes olives to grow. You can tell it turned it darker, like it was supposed to. Like I said, could you imagine going into our sorghum field and having to subsoil with this little thing? I'm kind of dreading going out there with a 3-meter subsoiler the way it is. It's turning the dirt over. I kind of remember seeing that on Snowy's video too, that it didn't make it black in between the trees. I keep shifting gears there. We'll do another lineup and we'll go back to the map again and see if it shows us anything different. Whoa. We need maximum yield because we have a lot of expenses to pay for here. And like I said, I'm hoping that we have enough money to purchase that oil mill. Like I say, we're not going to do that today. So again, I reiterate, if you guys can leave it in the comments, please do. If you've used the olive oil plant before compared to selling straight olives or olives straight out. Give a little workout for our little Landini. I can't believe for a tractor we don't hardly take down the road. It does go 26 miles an hour at least. We are orchard farming. Never did I think Chad would be saying that to you guys. Whoa. Takes him a while to shift. Ugh. Like I said, maybe I should have prepared the ground different. You know, and had this as black soil maybe? I don't know. I didn't want to buy the equipment to do it, just to do it one time, not thinking that we'd have any other arable fields. Let's get turned around here. Then we're going to go into our map and we're going to look at it. Like I said, it may not show us anything different than what we already know. Okay, map time. It was giving us a little bit of a seed bed or stubble tillage there, but that's just because it was hitting the outside of the grass. It's really not doing anything on there. Soil composition, we're still fully fertilized, and that's all we need. Like I said, maybe I'm just wasting my time. I'm not sure. Let's go over here. Oh, next episode, we will be harvesting sorghum. That was kind of my squirrel moment there for you. Well, in this episode, we're just going to finish doing this. Then we have a mission. But like I said, what have we learned today? Well, we learned about new fertilizer spreaders. We learned about how that bulk buy anything silo works. Like I said, I had the 82 Studio one, like I said, but it just seemed so expensive to buy anything out of there. I just wanted to try something different out, but what we learned was, is that I can't drive. But what we learned was we can only have one crop in at a time in that little silo by our chickens there. And we learned something happens after we paint a meadow and harvest it, that for some reason it does say it's grass yet, but it turned to like a seed bed stage almost. But it says that it's growing when we walk into the field, but it doesn't say that it's growing when we look at the map. So like I say, we'll give that one more month, and I gotta be over one here, sorry. We'll give that one more month, and then we'll see what happens. If worse comes to worse, well, we do need to put lime on it anyway. Maybe it won't even let us put lime on it now, if it thinks that it's seeded. So yeah, there too, we're gonna have to learn that next episode. I want to finish up what we have going on this farm first, before we head over to our sorghum field. We'll finish up what we have to here. Like I say, that whole roller thing, but like I said, it might be that I don't have, that I didn't actually seed the grass. That it's not a normal field. The brakes didn't work very good that time. It's kind of getting some of that little grass out of there when we're doing this. Like I say, we're going through the motions. We're hoping we're doing it right. Just a couple more little rows to do here, and then we'll be done for the day. Problem is, I want to keep on recording and keep on recording and keep on recording. I'm having a fun time doing this, even though it's a little aggravating. The things that I think are working out aren't working out. And like I say, maybe I'm doing it wrong this way too by doing this twice. Maybe once right down the middle is enough, but I don't know. I'm trying to get as close as I can, but we have plenty of weeds in between our trees. Come on, baby. And there, we'll have about 3 more rows to make here. Like I said, I hope you guys are learning this with me. I mean, well, I hope you guys know what you're doing, and you let me know what I'm doing wrong. This is what you call an American farmer in France. That should be the name of the series. And this row of trees is just about done. like I say, at least we can say we've done everything we could to give ourselves the best harvest that we can. Like I said, next season, I think it would go a lot different when we have to fertilize it again and everything else. One more round. Yeah, that's what it is. It takes him a little bit to shift. See some of the dirt coming underneath the trees, so we should be theoretically leaving a hill of dirt around the tree trunks, bush trunks, whatever they are. One more pass. Alrighty. Like I say, right here you can really tell the difference. Like I say, looking at that green grass up ahead of us, straight ahead of the tractor, that kind of disappears. So we're doing something. And bam, we're done. We will see what our harvest is like on here. But the good news is our chickens are producing eggs, our greenhouse is producing lettuce, our grass field was working correctly. We got some grass off of it, some hay. But that's kind of nice to know what does kind of work and does not kind of work, I guess. Okay, put him there. And we'll put our mulcher away again. Maybe later on this game day we might have more lettuce. Maybe it'll produce a couple more pallets yet. And then we'll see what lettuce brings. But at least we got to put some time on our Landini. I can't remember if I'm in the right one now again. I am. Whoa. I need to get him over a little bit. I know some of you guys are awful good at doing this, but this turns me around. I guess maybe it ain't that bad. Just got to think opposite. Broom, 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 broom. All right. Well, we didn't accomplish a lot, but we've learned a lot. Shut the tractor off. Shut the door. We don't need any water today. Our chickens are good. Good, good, good. Like I said, we go back to this. It says grass is growing and it's fertilized 50%. We'll let this set for the rest of the day. And we'll go into October. And if nothing changes, we're going to plant our own grass in there. We got the seeder here to do it. We got a fertilizer spreader. We can put fertilizer on there. Plus, we got to put lime on it. So maybe next episode, we'll try some lime on there too before we go harvest. But let's call Iron Man Rick on the phone here a minute before we take off for the day. And let's see what he's got for sale. He still has that New Holland combine for sale for $134,000. Just about 50% off. I am so tempted. I don't need anything that big though. $134,000. Oops, I did not want that. I want to go up to harvesters here. That's what we were going to talk about earlier. 75,000, 129. Now that would be a no-brainer. 130, 129. We definitely are not going to need the Dutes. Lexion, we don't need. Okay, that's Claus Dominator holds 7,500 liters for 70,000. And what can we do to that? Trelleborg, Continental, Battersea, design one. Okay, that puts on the European signs, and you can change the chassis to gray, I believe it is, or dark gray. That's kind of cool looking. Doesn't cost anything. 70,500. So that would be about half the price for that one yet. Or we could go way down to 55,000, 5,600 liters, How many horsepower? 221, 155. I have not looked at this one yet since I downloaded it. Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, Federstein, Trelleborg. No, it doesn't charge us anymore for any of that. So 55,000 for that. And let's go into headers here a second. I know they're way up on top, right there. I know both of the ones we're interested in are here. 8,500 compared to 20,000. Go figure that. So we'd have about 75,000 into that, and probably about 70,000 into that one. They both do the same thing. 5.1 and 4 meters. The Kloss is bigger. I am leaning towards the Kloss myself, but we'll think that over a little bit till the next episode. Again, put that in your suggestions too. What do you guys think we should buy for a harvester, or should we just lease one first? We're not going to have a lot of crops for a little while, but let me know, and whatever you guys think, because we can lease one and return it right away again. Bing's contracts are kind of broken on FS22 right now. We don't want to, do a lot of custom harvesting. I heard it was the windrow type of crops, the small grains that weren't completing. I've heard that the train deliveries were the ones not completing, and I've heard sometimes the corn ones hadn't. So I don't want to dive into a long contract and not be able to to go at it, I guess. So, well, with that being said, I do thank you all for watching. So, if you liked the episode and what you're watching on here, please drop that big old like on there. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It helps me out tremendously. My ego, I guess, more than anything. I don't know. I don't care. Whatever you guys like to do, but no, like I said, feel free to leave a comment, and also feel free to share this with your family or friends, and we will catch you real soon here again on Beyleron, Haut Beyleron. And till next time, take care, guys. Bye now.